me just quickly do a
quick go live.
People are like, dude, we've already seen you twice today.
I don't need to see you guys again.
Excited for Medic, bro.
Hello, welcome back to Resupply After Dark with me, guy next door.
Me, DK.
And me, Van.
We're also joined by a number of old people.
None older than me, but still old.
But we're here at the accommodation after day one, Resupply After Dark. That's exactly right. I won't be taking my shirt off though.
I will.
Yeah. In keeping with the rest of today's theme, if you chuck 50 subs our way, someone will make out with someone, and then someone else will get a nipple out. So just bear that in mind.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Don't anybody
We are
do
not.
that.
We are not joined by Dirtbag Venom, who's pooping in our toilet.
It's insane how many people get in front of a camera and the first thing they want to do is just make out with whoever's around them. Like straight away, they're like, oh, who can we get to kiss? Oh, I'll kiss someone.
Well, I'd say the ratio went down after Connor had to go to hospital, but
Yeah, no one
Accurate.
wants broken goods.
Yeah.
I should. What a great use of your pay rise. Exactly right. Watching like middle-aged dudes make out with each other.
Hey,
At a laser tag tournament.
there is a market for that.
Yeah, that's the market we cover on the Resupply.
Hang on. Our market is middle-aged guys making out at laser tag tournaments.
Our market fucking sucks, bro.
I mean, look, if I can sell it, then that's our market. I'll sell anything.
I've heard that about you.
Yeah.
I've seen the video.
I've already picked out a few people that I'm going to sell off after this competition. Hello, I assume that's Beans. Hello, Beans. What's going on?
Yeah, that'd be Beans.
Know your audience, Dan.
Yeah, I guess I'm just fucking terrible and don't, so it's fine.
So
it's fine.
we were thinking about like whether or not we could be fucked doing another show today because it's been a long day. We were at the site at just before 10 o'clock this morning, about 9:30.
About 9:30. With coffee, we had coffee. It was good.
We did have coffee.
I mean, you guys had coffee. I had chai.
We've been streaming all day. Is this what you want, you animals? Just having us on camera all the time.
There's two Laserforce people here, Daz and Beans. No, Beans
all we need.
Beans is not.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want to see our faces either, but here we are.
This is mostly for the VOD anyway. So we can get a recap.
Yeah, exactly right. You know what we didn't do? We didn't find the stats. Do you have stats handy?
It's almost like we have a website that gives us like instant access to this shit. It's weird.
I mean, it's very fitting that DK is still the one to organize all the facts that we apparently research.
My meticulous research that took all 10 seconds to pull up.
Yeah.
Why would you think a live show would be any different in person than when we're on Discord?
If anything, it should be worse because we're not all at our computer, so we can't all check things.
It's like, I'm trying to figure out why you would think it would be any different.
Sorry, I got distracted. I thought I wasn't wearing underwear under my track pants. I had the thought crept into my head like, man, my balls are sticky.
Once again, this is Venom's bed.
Apologies. I've been huffing air all day and I'm a little bit high. Yeah, so today went really good. We got some stats we'll go into in a sec. We thought we'd do a daily recap because
we can.
We have the platform to do it, and
occasionally people enjoy our content.
Yeah, I'm somewhat of an attention whore as well. So
that is entirely accurate. You are an extra-rated attention whore.
G&D same as not in a live show. What? I don't understand.
I don't either. Moving on.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about how today went. I might ask some of these dudes that are sitting around us how they thought the day went. It's predominantly my team. It's all my team plus Stan, right?
Yep.
Except for Odin. Odin's not here. So we'll talk about
Odin's
maybe...
not a real person.
On behalf of Odin, I'd like to say, ouch.
Yeah, fucking drive-by. Yeah, and then we'll leave it at that. We'll keep it short.
Odin, you can play 3-hit versus UK tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine.
Does that put you in the resub?
I guess that makes you medic.
Wait, is that the game I'm sitting out?
But I'll be sitting here.
Yours? What?
Yeah, I'm sitting out, so I'll be at the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're like, I wouldn't come down if I'm not playing. This is bullshit.
Exactly.
What a dick.
What a duck.
I don't want to see Josh play medic, so I'm not going to do it.
Way to be supportive of your teammates,
yeah.
Maiden.
I'm supporting from afar.
It's better I'm not there. I might say something I'll regret. Alright, well, let's start with some stats, and then we'll go into witty anecdotes. That's not a word.
No,
Anecdotes. I think they can put extra T in there.
It's like you devolve as a human as the day goes, and then words become really, really hard.
We can have some witty antidotes also.
Yeah, well, I'm about to have a couple of witty antidotes. Yeah. Do you get
The
my
poison you just drank.
Alright, let's talk about Laserforce. What stats you got? How's the standings?
Well, pretty much we just have the standings because the top players are being kept secret, I believe, until the last day. So that way people aren't gunning for specific awards or just things aren't tabulated. I think that was a request that came from Tucker. But with 4 blocks, 4 matches, all teams have played 4 matches at this point in the books. In first place right now is Cedar City, aka Adam and Eves, with 22 points. They have won 4 matches. They have won 7 games. They have lost 1 game. So, quick story of the day, I guess, is that there is no undefeated team that is left. Everybody has at least 1 loss. Regrettably, not every team has at least 1 win, but we're getting close there. But most teams do. Second place, Stack Team. Boo.
You guys are terrible.
Boo.
That's good.
With 20 points, so we're 2 points behind Cedar City because we have also won 4 matches, but regrettably we dropped a game to Loveland A and a game to Chula because they're both really good. And also I did stupid things in the Chula game, but we don't need to get into that.
Me too.
I regret what I said in game.
Not that much. He called me the R word, ladies and gentlemen. I saw a ref was about to shoot you too.
They should have. Everyone in the arena heard it.
What, you'd be like, you fucking retard?
Yeah.
You were
One of the refs in
amazing.
Big Box was like, should I? Like,
Yeah.
but it's his own team.
Yeah.
DK's a big boy. He can take it.
And take it, and take it, and take it. Yeah. Next.
Yes, Tucker, we are doing some shit talking. Because why not?
Because we can.
Tied with 16 points, we have Loveland A and Loveland B. AKA Loki's Revengers is Loveland A with 16 points, and the Bakery, or Josiah's Loveland B team, AKA the Bagel Brothers and Bagel People.
Ugh, fucking bread, man.
bagels.
Some bullshit. It makes me so mad. You know what? I'm gonna have the rant now. Like, I went on a rant yesterday. I can't remember who. Anyone that'll listen, really. But like, it really bugs me. But actually, I had this rant this morning. Fuck it. I don't think I've gone.
Yeah, just if you're listening, just change your team's names back to the regular fucking thing. I don't want this Bagel 2 Fox 3 bullshit that's going on.
Bastards.
Trying to get your missiles out. Just, yeah, keep your same names. People on stream want to keep up with what's happening, and I hate having to explain every single game. Oh, actually, Bagel 1 is this person, Bagel 2 is this person, Bagel 3 is this person. Just change your fucking names back, guys.
Yeah.
But, in any
so
case,
Resupply.
they, technically speaking, the Bakery has won 3 matches. Loki's Revengers have only won 2, but Loveland A has a much better point differential at 1.35 versus 1.02 for the Bakery. And I think it should also be noted the Bakery hasn't had as tough of a schedule, because Loveland A, I know, has played us. I think they've played Cedar, and have they also played Chula, maybe? So I think they've played all the toughest teams.
Yeah, right.
So so they'll be able to put some more points on the board tomorrow.
Yeah, and they played us, and yeah, that went. It went.
Just a quick question before you go on. Nate, are you in Australia yet?
Yes,
Have you,
he is.
You went out this morning, right? Oh, stoked. Very, very stoked for you guys. Alright.
Next up, we have Chula, aka Friends Not Food. They're only 2 points behind at 14. They also have 2 matches won, 2 matches lost. Their record is 5-3 in games, and they also have a better hit differential than the Bakery right now. I would expect to see them put some more points on the board tomorrow because they had, I would say, also a fairly tough schedule. I think we had kind of a medium schedule. We haven't played Cedar yet, but we did play Loveland A and Chula. So some teams have had a little bit easier schedule. Some have had it quite hard. Ours is, I'd say, about medium in terms of the teams we've played.
Yeah.
Tied for 7th, I guess, would be...
6th. Tied for 6th.
Yeah, but don't you have to, like, skip down?
No.
Okay.
It's
tied for
goes to
6th, and then it goes to
the
8th.
next one.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So tied for 6th.
Don't make it any worse than it already is, bro. Shit.
Son of a bitch.
Tied for not last is Loveland C, a.k.a. Korean BBQ2, and Get in the Van, a.k.a. the UK plus Than and Wolfman. Each have 4 points apiece. Get in the Van, unfortunately, has no matches won, but they did manage to win 2 games. Good start, and you were pretty close, I think, to taking that match against Loveland C.
No,
Right?
no, we were not.
Okay.
No, the first game was 500 points. That was fine. The second game, they fucking rolled us.
Okay.
They fucking rolled us the second game. So no, it was not close. Thank you though.
So close.
No
then.
problem. No, I think I was actually thinking of
And the tits.
one of the other games that St. George B, who we'll get to here momentarily, because they are unfortunately hanging out at the shallow or deep end of the pool. Which is the bad one?
The one with the poop.
They're the one with the poop because they got 0 points right now.
Guts.
But they also had, I think, a fairly tough schedule today. They should have some opportunities to make some points tomorrow. And hey, we still have probably pool play is the likely outcome at this point, but we'll still evaluate how far ahead of the schedule we are tomorrow. And then finals, so anything could still happen.
So we played, well, obviously today's the first day, and it kind of like, to me it felt like it went really quickly.
It did. You're not wrong.
Yeah, and like not just from like games were going quickly, but like I don't know, the day in general. And I think you said before, DK, like, yeah, you try and like savor it as much as you can, but it is flying by. Like,
Always just flies by.
Yeah.
These tournaments go too quick.
please throw a chair and clip it. No.
I got you.
Yeah, 50 bits and Micro will throw a chair across the room.
Ben, you signed that security deposit, right?
Price might go up.
FOMO is a thing, yeah. Like it's always a thing, and we're very glad that this podcast contributes so much to FOMO.
I mean,
mostly for each other.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have been here without this and going, oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
God. But I mostly wanted to come over and like basically see everyone in this room and a bunch of the other people that are. Oh, what the shit!
And leave my half glass gear behind.
What
I mean,
a dick!
he left my half pass gear
Oh,
behind too.
Abby, how are you, bud? Thank you very much for the follow. That is Abby, right?
That's epic.
Yeah.
What up, Abby?
Hey Troy, what's going on, dude?
Oh shit, biddies. We got biddies.
Oh, there's a.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you get a pubic hair in there? Let me get that.
That's a bit of cilantro. This fucking guy. Anyway,
He just spit on the floor at Chipotle like he owns it.
bits for the win, bro. Thank you for those bits. I don't know. We'll go to a gun range or something and throw chairs. We'll record it. It'll be sweet.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh yeah, they might shoot
Dude,
us.
range officers don't fucking play.
Is that
when
like
you're at a range.
is that like the one where they throw up the discs and they shoot them, but you're just gonna throw a chair and they can shoot that? Instead?
Yeah. Pull. Ugh.
That's not like fun.
You good? How we're doing great. We played a great day today. It was really really fun, Abby.
Parts of it may have been more fun than others, but that
Well,
happens.
let's start with that.
happens.
How was your game? Obviously, you're playing somewhat of a hybrid team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got what? You, Wolfman, and then all four Brits.
Yeah. So the Brits are Smalley, Poison Ivy, Titch, and Huey. So we've basically got what is essentially 4 of the better players from the UK, which is pretty, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Seen it.
It's nice to be able to kind of let them see the level and figure out kind of where they actually rank against. I mean, Smalley and Poison Ivy have been here before. They played ECT in Syracuse in 2020. God damn it, that was 2 years ago. What the fuck? And so this isn't, you know, they're not completely surprised by the things, but Huey and Titch are new to the thing. It's been an interesting day, in as much as you know, there's always a thing when there's newer players that are coming from a slightly different rule set, that they tend to get looked at a little harder when they're playing, and so, you know, there's been legitimate penalties being called. I'm not saying that we haven't been, you know, that they haven't been, except for one in one of the last games that got pulled anyway. But there's
salty.
Yeah,
More salt than Chipotle or
Yeah,
chips.
saltier than those chips.
Yeah, pretty much. But you know, there's always this kind of thing of like, okay, yeah, I know that, you know, the rest of the teams are not without sin. So,
It's frustrating.
it's frustrating.
Every team's
But-
got a few penalties.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, I mean, the games are being played in a good spirit. You know, people are in general having fun. I mean, really, Titch told me like that his goal coming into the tournament was not to end the tournament on 0 points. Well, we did that in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Nice.
no, not the first game. Second game. First game, maybe, but Wolfman ate shit going up the green ramp, and
Yeah.
that didn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trip on a-
Also, dirtbag. Dirtbag tournament players don't shoot a player when they're on the ground.
Look,
you
if
dirtbags.
you're gonna go in and like use coloring in pencils to like draw pictures, please clean up all of your shit before you leave the maze.
Yeah, that
it becomes a really bad tripping hazard.
Yeah.
I found a banana peel, and there was a blue shell that was flying around. Shit was crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so aside from some kind of frustrating moments in game, as I mean, this arena, more than most that I think we've played in across, you know, every tournament scene whatsoever, this arena is so much an arena of fine margins.
Yeah.
It's very much an arena that punishes minor mistakes in an exponential fashion.
Yeah.
It's not like Detroit's maze, where a minor mistake, you're probably going to be able to recover from it without too much issue. Sacramento's maze, a minor mistake in general, you're probably going to be able to recover from it without too much issue in general. This maze, you make a minor mistake at the start of the game.
Like, you miss a shot on a 3-hit who's coming in, that might mean like 4 lives off your medic. That might mean your team eats a couple of missiles. Gets to be a deep hole pretty quick.
Yeah, so because this is an arena of such fine margins, like, we're making little mistakes. Like, I mean, there's no argument / question, but like we're making.
Do you mean we as in your team?
My team.
or-
My team.
I mean, I think it's pretty consistent across the board, though. Like, there's a lot of teams that are making like small mistakes. Like, I know that, you know, me and DK made a few.
We've had a couple of fuck ups.
Yeah, but the point that like we're making the small mistakes, we're getting punished on the small mistakes, and then you have that kind of exponential badness that happens.
Although I've noticed Than's role within the team, I heard him say at least like 10, 15 times in one of the games I was reffing, "It's cool, guys. It's all right. It's all right. Calm down. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's all right.
Let's have that
Just
common voice.
reposition." So Than's got the emotional support on lockdown over there. But it's good. You need that on the back line of a team.
The emotional support fan. Am I the emotional support fan?
Strange
Fuck!
as it sounds, yes.
You've done too much growth over the last like.
Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently, I have done way too much growth and therapy this last year, and I am now the official emotional support fan.
Yeah.
But no, overall, like, I'm not unhappy with how we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing decently. We're playing at roughly the level that I kind of figured that we would. I mean, some of the games / matches that we've lost, like it was like like we know that Loveland A and Cedar are just better quality teams than we are. Like, and you have to be comfortable having a realistic assessment of your team. We have a realistic assessment of our team. Both of those teams have higher quality players than we do. It happens. Going against you guys tomorrow, it's not going to be a good time for us because the reality is you guys have a higher quality team overall across the board than we do. So,
but like at the same time, like part of that makes it better. Sorry, that's what makes it feel better when you get those wins. It's because if you have a realistic view of how your team is, when you overperform,
Yeah. It's so again, not unhappy with the performance.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good.
So we got a couple of questions in chat.
Mailbag.
Yeah. Shadow Dag asks, and you guys can chime in too if you want. But Shadow asked, wait, where was the question? Why is the arena so unforgiving?
So the arena becomes very unforgiving because the reality is there's one prime resupply spot. Oh shit! Micro dying over here. Shit, bro.
Micro down.
Micro down. Shit, man. That didn't go well. Anyway, Micro, you good? You good, bro?
I'm good.
You good?
That Micro's music I hear.
Shit. So, anyway, back to what I was saying before.
Sorry,
So
I've only
really
got 2
interrupted.
cameras. So.
Yeah, it's cool. Because the arena really has one prime resupply spot, and then some other secondaries that are all pretty not great. You basically have to at game start, everybody is basically going for that one resupply spot, and it gets very messy very quickly, and random missed shots get punished very, very quickly. And there's also a lot of angles in the maze, which every maze has a lot of angles. This one to me feels like it has more, even with random stupid cutout windows being covered. I still feel like it has more angles than a lot of other places.
For me, Detroit is probably the arena I played in that has the most fucked up angles. Just because of all the tiny little cubby, tiny little cutout stuff, and if you don't know what you're looking for, or even if you run past one of these tiny little cubbies, you don't know that somebody could be there with direct line of sight at you, waiting for you to run past like an idiot. So yeah, it's
the reality is that if you get pushed downstairs, it doesn't mean death, but it's really, really hard to work your way back into a good position upstairs if the other team is competently covering angles, because they can backtrack stuff easily, because they can cover the ramps and make it very difficult to get up without taking probably three or 4 lives if you're a scout, and definitely a couple of hits if you're a 3-hit, stuff like that. So it just requires more coordination. And teams will fight pretty seriously over the 3rd and 2nd floor at the start of the game. People run themselves down real low.
Yeah.
We've seen all kinds of games where heavies are getting down to 3 and 4 lives at the start, and it's just I can't go back for resup because I'm in the middle of fighting their whole team, and if I miss this shot or if I get put down again and I don't get the backtrack at the right spot, then they're gonna flush our entire team down the ramp.
Yeah, there does seem to be an element of.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Dan. So my wife just said, so not literally pushed downstairs. Yeesh, lasers is rough.
Well, maybe that's when we get to Connor's story.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. There's been some injuries. Yeah, it does seem that there are a lot of games that do start with a dogfight, and just watching some games as a ref, watching some of the locals play, and they bring their resupply into the little cubby hole and like kind of sit there for like an extended period of time and just resupply out of there. It's quite an interesting thing to watch, because then it seems that your whole team is upstairs potentially attacking, like,
Very close to each other.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the other reason why I think games will kind of slow down as we move into the later rounds, and why we couldn't necessarily count on keeping this same very fast pace through days 2 and 3, because teams will start to make those adjustments, and they won't necessarily have those really kind of frenetic fights at the beginning that gets people down super low and leads to quick elims.
So, I mean, we touched on the injury. It seems like a good jumping off point. Snowflake out of Chula Vista.
Yep.
I have no idea how it happened. Someone left a pencil
Banana peel.
on a ramp.
Blue shell.
They left a pencil on a ramp, and that resulted in Snowflake bailing and like bruising his rotator cuff. So he's currently on pain meds and in a sling.
Gonna have to jerk off the opposite hand.
Fortunately, they rostered 7, and Zev's supposed to be in tonight, so
kinda
we'll
works
see
out.
that alternative tomorrow.
But that's kind of a harsh blow for them, because Connor is a decent, well, he's a good player, so decent seems like understatement. Was it John Wick? I don't think it was. I think Tales of Seven asked what I thought about it. I like it. Like, it's not nearly as big as I thought it was gonna be.
That's what she said.
Fuck you. It is it is like quite tall, but not a.
Like I was fucking dying.
Fucker. It's like, it's not a good way to like go into it now.
What he's trying to say is it's not a chode arena.
No, there's not that much girth to the arena. It's not a girthy arena.
I'm a child.
He's talking about peepees. Liz
Sorry,
Monkey,
not
hello.
sorry.
What's going on? Yeah, but I like it. The one thing that's brutal for me is the what's it called? The elevation.
Yeah.
Altitude.
Elevation.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Elevation's
Smart guy,
fine.
tell me the word.
Elevation's fine.
The altitude here is killing me. It's so brutal. But it doesn't seem to be really affecting other people in the same way. So maybe it's because I'm fat.
It was definitely adjustment the first 2 days for me.
Right.
Today was a bit better, but
Yeah.
it's taken some acclimation.
Yeah. But we have got some like canned oxygen, so like that's really helping me.
Because that is actually a thing, people.
It's
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 actually
so
a thing.
helpful, so damn helpful. Altitude versus heat wave at Cedar Point.
It's still not that bad.
Oh, yeah, it's not that bad.
That like felled half of an entire team, pretty much.
The altitude kicked the crap out of you, Titch. Yeah, it's so brutal, dude. Like, so shout out to Goldfish, because it was her idea. She was like,
Yeah.
go get some air, right?
Yeah.
Game changer for me.
We're just calling it Inflategate.
Tom would be proud.
Love you, Tom. Canned NOS boosts. Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, like the maze itself, it's not. It even though it does have the shitty angles, it doesn't seem like it's an extremely hard maze to get used to if you played for a little while. Not like some others. So I really struggled with Detroit. Granted, Cedar Point wrecked me, and I had to go to hospital.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
You had some additional negative factors in that tournament.
Chula Vista's the same. I really struggled in that maze, but I was also dying then too.
I'm noticing a trend.
Yeah.
Noticing a
Always
trend
buy
here, bro.
travel insurance, kids.
One thing I will say about this maze, from a general public point of view, this is a fantastic maze.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
this is a fantastic
Looks amazing.
general public maze. So
Yeah, it's so cool.
I don't think we can have this conversation without at least mentioning that. I mean, we could have, but I wasn't gonna let that happen.
What's the square footage of the arena?
Fuck if I know.
The ground floor is probably about 5,000, between 4,500 and 5,000, I would think.
Just the ground floor?
Just the ground floor. That's
Doesn't feel that big.
That's about what it feels like to me.
All right. Well, it's decent sized.
Yeah, it's decent.
What are you about to do in our bathroom?
Oh dear.
He's got a bottle of some sort of cream and some headphones.
I think I'd only be worried if he was taking a towel with him. Then I might be a little concerned.
He was like, maybe I did become very aware that we kind of forced Zach out of his bedroom to do the podcast. So.
We're not gonna be doing that much. Well, they were monopolizing the table before. That's the only reason we came down here.
Plus, it's nicer down here in the den. You've gone from around 700 feet
To 5,000.
to 5,000.
That's a bit.
Yeah,
It's a big change.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll say that relative to 2015, I think I've made no secret about this in some previous podcasts that it definitely was not my favorite SM5 arena. But this time around, it's better. Now, granted, I don't have some people on my team who are making my life more difficult by trying to get up some of those ramps, and my team's doing a much better job of controlling space than we did in 2015. But just in general, I think the maze does play a little bit more complex than I gave it credit for the first time. And I know they've made some changes since then, but it's definitely, it's still not like maybe my top tier SM5 maze, but it has grown on me the same way that Detroit grew on me the second and third time I was there.
Yuck.
Kind of, and honestly, kind of the same way St. George grew on me as well.
Yeah, I really like St. George now.
Yeah, because St. George, the first couple times we played there was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? And then, now it's like, yeah, okay, now it's like, oh yeah, it actually is a really good Space 5 maze.
Yeah, you don't have a problem. You go downstairs. Don't go downstairs.
It's not that hard.
Debt before Craig mods for the win. I hated that sentence.
Wow. And yet, you understood it.
Yeah, like, because I sounded it out like I was... Actually, I'm not going to make that joke. It's terrible.
Wow.
Yeah. We're going to self-censor that one. Yeah.
Well, let's just move along.
Yeah.
Move along.
So, yeah, it's I dig it. I dig the maze. I've been playing Resupply. I've been playing Resupply in all the competitive games so far. But I dig it. It's pretty cool. You do have to watch. The ramps are all about half height walls, or they're all kind of like around hip to like rib height.
My hips are so bruised from leaning over those walls.
They're all hip height, unless you're Smalley.
Unless she's Smalley.
Yeah.
Because she's small.
Then neck height.
Got her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take that, Smalley. Fucking bully.
It's a running joke. Had to be done.
But yeah, so because of the height of the walls, it does help if you are quite small or
incredibly tall, so you can
tall.
see over the full size walls.
Yeah.
Dylan and Brew in particular, I think.
Which like has been the case for a bunch of mazes. I think Brisbane plays that way. If you're short enough to hide down, or at least limber enough to hide down behind those walls and move, low, or if you're really tall to see over a bunch of the walls that they have, like, yeah.
So fuck you average sized people.
Yeah.
We only want genetic freaks who play Laserforce.
Pretty much.
Unless you're good, like Scythe, and then you just play good.
Got him.
Hashtag medic.
Yeah, that's one of those. Yeah. Someone said hashtag pencil for MVP before, which I really liked.
I think that was Smalley.
Was it?
I think so. Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds like you're kind of amazed. I think you'd have a bunch of fun here, Mr. Doom. I think you'd really enjoy it. We're all just jealous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do quite enjoy being able to get stuff off the
top shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see the King brothers on floor 2?
Oh shit.
Oh, that would be dope. Actually,
Which King brothers?
Yeah, any of them.
pick.
Which
Yeah.
set? Which set of King brothers do you want
Both.
there?
Both.
Well, we made a comment. I can't remember who I said to. But I was just like, Beast would like have a field day in this arena.
It was the DK.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And to which both of us said, "Oh, hot take!
Yeah.
Wow, one of the best players would do well on this field." Wow.
But you're right. Like, I think the King brothers would just the speed at which
Both
they
sets.
move through.
Both sets.
Both sets of King brothers.
I would say specifically. Auckland's King brothers.
Yeah, 2K and Leech.
Yeah, would move so quickly and quite low.
They'd
to
be
the
annoying
ground.
as fuck to deal with
Oh,
if
yeah.
you were going against them as scouts.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like them hanging out in Helm every game.
Yep.
yeah, exactly right.
Just fucking take it.
Just go there and
Just
shoot
cover
them.
Helm. God.
Oh, that was so great to hear, like, constantly.
God.
So good. So good.
But yeah, I think that if you get a chance, come to Loveland and play the arena. It's really cool. At some point, I think, depending on how Auckland goes, we'll send another team over to whatever US tournament happens here next, and then if doable, we'll head out to Loveland because I'd like to come back and play some more games outside of this week.
Yeah.
What next? Should we talk about how?
Now, there's another question in chat if we want to answer.
Oh
it.
yeah, which one?
Is it better to be playing during the early day versus late evening?
I reckon in the morning's better for me. Yeah.
Not as young as I used to be.
Yeah.
So I think that this is one of those. It's kind of a two-part answer. In regards to, yes, morning but not stupid early in the morning is good. So the 10 a.m. starts that we have today and tomorrow
Probably
are better. But the secondary thing to that, and this I think is going to be a common factor no matter what time you're actually scheduling a tournament for, is not having the game day be stupidly extended.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you remember Sacramento, like, playing midday to midnight was fucking brutal.
Yeah, it sounds real fucking good in theory that we're just gonna play for 12 hours. We'll do it straight. We'll do the schedule so like in this block of games, like one team can go get lunch and they'll come back and it'll be all good. No,
Nah.
it's doing that just one. If your schedule either gets ahead or behind, then it really fucks everything. And the longer of a tournament day that you play, the crispier people get as that goes, and the crispier your players get, the more prone to things going wrong in terms of like blow-ups and things like that happen. So regardless of when the day starts, and again, yes, prefer kind of that 10 a.m. start, but if it even if it starts at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you don't really want to have your actual game time for the day be really more than 8 hours, and you probably want to schedule an actual lunch break, meal break, whatever,
good.
Yeah.
so that everybody can go and do it at the same time, and you're not having to worry about, oh shit, this block completed 25 minutes ahead of schedule,
Yeah, and
so
now no
this
one's
Where is
here.
that team?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they went out to lunch because we told them to be back at this time, and now we're ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But we're good. We're 2 matches ahead of where the schedule was originally set.
So Tucker said we ended 3 hours ahead.
we did not end 3 hours ahead.
Well,
Yeah.
3 hours if you factor in that 2 of those matches were supposed to be played tomorrow, and we'd still finished before 10 p.m. tonight. If you add up that time cumulatively, I guess that's 3 hours, but it's not really. We're 2 matches ahead is the reality at this point.
Which is still good. Like,
Which is
it's
still
to
good,
be
because
here.
we had extra time built in the schedule anyway, so we'll be able to have time for pool play,
Wabbit
more
season,
more
apparently.
matches. Hey,
Fuck
I did get to play laser ball for the first time. That was actually pretty fun.
You dug
Fuck
it?
off, Smalley. We're not playing Wabbit season. Fuck off.
What day is finals? Finals is on Thursday.
We'll probably start it on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I think it probably at least the first 4 matches to determine winners and losers brackets will probably happen on Wednesday, if not more of it. So that way we just don't have a ton to finish on Thursday, because Thursday I think kind of want just to be more chilled, have a little bit more time for because there are definitely people, I know not everybody, but there's a fair number of people who want to play social. We'll have time to get some food. I'll have time to do a shot of Fireball with Titch, because he's not going to leave until he has some Fireball.
That's amazing. What does DK think of Laserball? What do you think of Laserball?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I mean, it's not going to replace SM5, but it was good time. It was good fun.
It's a fun game.
Chill out. Yeah.
Troy, people seem to like Laserball. I think you have PSD for the amount of testing you went through with it and all the variations. That's fair, but I mean, that's the price you pay for being at HQ and being able to actually get
scored a goal.
First access to fucking everything. So
you never forget, because you worked the 6.5-hour Sunday shift before that started, and was in the building for 24 hours straight. Yuck! Go home, kids. Don't spend 24 hours at lasers.
No.
Don't do that. What's the highlight reel of today? I don't know, actually.
Our comeback against Loveland A, I think, is certainly the highlight for me, because we were down, I think, 19K going into the second game of that match.
Right.
Which seemed like a really tall order, and we managed to flip that match and pull it out with the elim. That felt quite good.
Yeah, that was pretty good, actually. Like, our outside of the resupply, our team are doing some fucking work, and we're doing work too, but like
We're fine.
Yeah, really, like our team are putting in the work, and like we've had a couple, like we said, we had a couple of errors today, and it happens.
It's also tough. Like, I'm glad that we rostered 7, and I'm happy that we have everybody on the team that we do.
Yeah,
because I like all of you guys and all the players that we have. But it's still hard when you have 7 players and rotating people out, because I know
because people want to play.
Like I'm sure that sucks having to sit out for a match, and that's going to be me first one tomorrow. I'll be sitting against the bakery, so I'm sure I'll be getting a little bored. Like, I just want to be in there and helping the team.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad that Aiden was able to step up, get a ticket, come out here, be our 7th, and fill in, because it's been really helpful.
I think the highlight for me, and it probably will be for the week, is we don't, down in the Southern Hemisphere, we don't really have the opportunity, or we haven't organised an opportunity where we can play a West Coast tournament or East Coast tournament style tournament. Nice, Molly. We'll see you tomorrow. We could, because really, like flying to Brisbane or Brisbane flying to us, or like the Oakley guys or whatever, all of that is about the same amount of time as it is for East Coasters to come here, I think.
Pretty much, yeah. It's about like a 3.5 hour flight, 3.5, 4 hour flight for those things, and for me from Dallas up to here is like 2 hours. So
but it's I don't know. There's the barrier of having to travel, to a different country.
Passport control's a thing.
Yeah. So having the opportunity for me having the opportunity to play with guys that I hold in such high esteem in our community.
Too high.
Nah, right about high.
I agree with that. That's too much pressure.
The goats.
It's such a, like, I've talked on the podcast about how much I love this game and how much this game influences my life, all of our lives. A lot of major milestones happen because of this game. So to be able to play a competitive tournament with players that I think are just some of the best that have ever played this game, as evidenced by our draft that we did.
Yeah.
I'm getting to play with like my first 3 picks in that draft, so it's so awesome. Love it. It's probably my highlight, I reckon.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Being present is your highlight. That too. Yeah. Hopefully I don't get COVID.
Yeah, the first day with like everybody just in the altitude, just being kind of like out of breath and just getting that kind of dry cough. I think anytime anyone coughs,
Every time.
like, what was that? Coughing.
Zach was down here coughing his lungs out. I was like, that motherfucker's gonna
Like
get
that,
COVID.
that fucking gets us COVID.
Yeah.
So then we just took his bed and we just farted on it.
We'll give you something to cough about. Do you guys want to speak on anything like highlight wise?
I don't know. I think for me, like us getting that first game win, with the UK hybrid team, and basically like getting that monkey off your back like really quickly, and
Helps.
like and just knowing that, okay, no matter what happens for the rest of the week,
Team 9.
that okay, we're not gonna get zeroed for this tournament. I've been zeroed at a tournament and it fucking sucks.
It's not great.
It's like some bullshit.
It is literally like one of the worst feelings. So I think that for me is definitely highlight. And honestly, like, I'm really enjoying playing with everybody that I'm getting to play with. Like, I've never actually, I don't even think Wolfman and I have ever like played a social game on the same team before. And then I'm getting to play with the Brits, who are all fucking hilarious.
They seem like a good time.
Yeah, it's so.
Titch got a missile off on the medic in one of the games, and was
as a nuke was going off,
and then he yelled, "I am amazing" or something to
It was
that
an
effect.
animalistic scream. Is all I can describe it as.
So funny, dude. It was so good.
Yeah,
I was standing there while in that spot.
Oh yeah, because you were in that corner.
Yeah. I was
Yeah, you were like right next to him, right? Yeah.
so good, just so good.
It's some fun
ahead,
shit.
Tish, go ahead.
Yeah. Did you guys got any highlights or anything you want to talk about?
No, you can go first.
I don't have any. I'm just enjoying my time here.
Yeah.
I had a little blow up earlier. Apparently, people were scared.
I was scared.
Somebody told me that I had to calm down. I was like, okay.
No.
I mean, it's not a proper laser tag tournament if you don't get angry at least once.
One. Yeah, one. I've been nice.
Yeah.
Someone was like,
He's got his blow-ups down in like 30 seconds. You guys don't even know it. OG micro. It's been gone for like an hour.
Oh, man.
Someone was like, "Oh, bro, just let him go outside." I'm not gonna go fucking mess with him now. I'm the same way. Like, if someone comes and talks to me in the middle of like, I have hissy fits. In the middle of like just a rant, I get real mad at them, and it's just like
You start yelling at some student drivers for no reason.
Oh, I'll go and spit on every Chipotle's floor.
I don't know what either of you were fucking talking about. No fucking clue. Assholes.
So you don't have anything?
I mean, like I said, I'm just enjoying it. I mean, there's a lot of people. There is a lot of people here who I've never met though, and I feel kind of bad about it. It's like I can't talk to anybody because I'm a shy person by nature. And I'm like, oh, there's so many cool laser tag people here. I just want to talk to everybody. So I am.
It does have like a pretty positive vibe. I don't think there's anyone here that feels like standoffish or anything, which is really good. You can kind of roll.
If you don't know me, I think a lot of people think that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that vibe.
Maybe.
You've had too many. There's just been too many stories, but
I got it a little bit like at Detroit, but I think that was mostly a me thing. Like you get shy. Like again, like talking to like people who I know are very very good at the game, but we had never really had a conversation before. So like, yeah, it's daunting. It's a daunting thing, I think.
Y'all
like,
scary, man.
Yeah, you're scared, dude.
I am not. I'm a teddy bear.
he is a teddy bear.
I don't know. He earlier. And I don't want to
Except in the
lay
arena.
blame. I don't want to lay blame, but he was carrying this pencil around, and he was.
Oh,
He's like, if you don't get away from me,
Blackmail, dude.
you, and then yeah, so.
That was blackmail.
No, just fucking with you. Who we got? He's the teddy bear. True story.
Who said this?
My Little Pony.
Oh. She don't count. She's my girlfriend. She
My control for that one, buddy.
has to say that.
We'll come back to Scooty Bob's question as well, but yeah, Scythe, did you have anything?
I'm gonna share the same sentiment you did. Like, the fantasy draft was interesting to say the least, but I was actually honored being picked so early. Like, I felt just self-evaluating. I'm more like maybe 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there, like pick wise. So being able to like live up to this team and have GND like, hey, I got Baden, Josh, and Micro all on the same team. So,
you carry that pressure way better than me, man.
So I have this joke with Micro. It's like, there's no pressure anytime I play tag because like I've been in moments in soccer where it's like penalty kick to win the game, you miss. It's the worst feeling in the world. Like it just sucks. Nothing like this comes close to that. So, but one highlight I will stand out. Venom's gonna love this, but me and Venom had a game where we had 17 medikits between us two. I was a scout and Venom was heavy. We're sorry. I don't know which team that was, but I'm sorry.
Okay, that's absolutely nuts. What?
Yeah, so poor Baden only had one actual shot medikit, and then a missile
Suck
on
it,
the
Baden.
Yeah, so Baden was having a rough game that game, but the highlights just same thing, playing with this team and being able to play with you guys and bringing it all together because it literally started out with Baden saying, "Hey, who's interested?" and then GND's like, "Hey, I'll come over." And I was like, "Well, shit, if GND's there, I'll do it."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it spiraled pretty quickly.
It did get out of control a little bit.
I will say, our last game that we played against Chula, one of the highlights was I just think it kind of encapsulated the improvements in our communication.
Oh, yeah.
Was, I think it was one of you two guys, or Baden, I can't remember who, was calling out that Dylan was nuking in closet.
all of us.
Yeah,
all of us.
I think everybody.
So good.
Everybody did it, but
Baden was. I think that's who I heard.
I heard a few people call it though, but Aiden was able to come from one side, and I booked it down that green ramp. Aiden was able to take one out of Dylan and got the scout down, so I could get the last hit on Dylan to get the new cancel. So that was just like perfect confluence of events, like absolute perfect communication. Everybody did what they were supposed to. And
unfortunately,
they got a second one. He got a second one. Then there was a nuke over nuke. That was kind of a like, ooh, that's double unfortunate, but those things happen.
He is upstairs. I mean, we're not quiet about it. You can come down to talk about it if you want to.
Maybe we need to vacate Zach's bed here.
I did. I felt quite bad because we basically took his bedroom away from them.
I'm trying to go to bed.
I'm gonna jack off on my bed or something.
Well, it's after 11. We should probably call it here pretty quickly.
Yeah. We'll wrap up. So yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Tomorrow back in around play. We will. I think we'll try and do one of these every day.
Because of course
no promises, but we'll try.
Sleepers for the week anyway. He's not here.
No, he's not.
He's in a different place.
Yep.
Biggest upset of the day?
I don't know that there was necessarily a big. I mean, us taking a game off of Loveland B wasn't necessarily expected.
Yeah, that was probably unexpected, and yeah, I mean, not to be a dick about it, but I feel like Chula taking a game off us wasn't necessarily expected either.
Yeah, I mean,
we kind of screwed the pooch on that.
I think somebody made a comment about like,
not that they're not a really good team. Again, I picked them as a top 4 finisher, but I think
we're
relative
on
to some stuff that happened earlier in the day.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll be back into play again tomorrow. How many hours from now? What's the time?
It's 11, so we'll be back in 11 hours.
Yeah. Come and hang out. We'll do another recap tomorrow, probably from the den. Maybe depends on how sad Venom is that we took his bed. You work in 7.
Yeah, might just jerk off all over it and claim his territory. We don't know.
It's a weird assertion of dominance.
It could happen.
Best haircut of the tournament? Clearly DK.
Yeah, obviously. Not even a question.
Yeah.
Until Titch dyes his beard, anyway.
Yeah. I might do mine. I might bedazzle my beard. We'll see.
Wouldn't be the first time.
It would not be the first time.
Yes, come hang out with us. Tomorrow we'll do one of these every day.
We'll try to do one of them every day.
Try and do one of them. Yeah.
Let's call that for what it is. We're not making any promises to give you an additional hour of content on top of the fucking 8 or 10 hours that you already got today. So each day.
Catch
So,
you as
yeah.
you go to work. Yeah, sweet, bro, sweet. For the first day, for the first recap, day 1, retirement edition of the Resupply podcast. I have been Guy Next Door.
I've been DK.
And I have been Van.
Always remember to backtrack, kids. We will see you guys tomorrow. Ka kite anō. That's so perfect, man.
Good thing we left those pillows
Hey, yo,
there.
turn the stream off.
See you guys.
Good thing we left those pillows there.
Hey,